What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Today I would like to go ahead and talk a little bit more about credit, and in particular your credit report or your credit score and what it's made up of. I know in the beginning this can seem a little bit confusing, and that's why I want to go ahead and just break it down very quickly for you guys. Your credit report or your credit score is made up of 5 very important points. The first point out of the 5 is your credit usage. Now, what this can mean is how much of your total allowed credit is currently being used. I would always recommend to never go above 15 to 20% of your total credit. In other words, if your credit limit is $1,000, I would never use more than $150 to $200 max. That is approximately 15 to 20% of your total credit limit. The credit bureaus tend to look down upon people who max out their credit cards. And I'll tell you guys why. Maxing out your credit cards makes you look a lot more like a risky borrower. Banks would much rather loan money out to people who really don't need it versus people who really do, because they have that risk of them not paying them back in the long run. This first part that I just talked about makes up about 30% of your credit score. The second very important point that your credit score is made up of is on-time payments. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. Do not miss a payment on your credit card. Please do not do that. Even if you have to make the minimum payment, make it. That's better than not making any payment and then defaulting to making a late payment. This can affect your credit score. Your punctuality and how much you're on time of paying your credit actually makes up 35% of your credit score. The third point that your credit score is made up of, I like to call it as longevity. In other words, the longer period of time that you have credit cards or lines of credit open to you, the better. If you have no current credit cards, go ahead, go get your first credit card. I promise you it's gonna help you out. Now, this third point of how long you've had credit makes up 15% in your credit score. The fourth point of what your credit score is made up of is having multiple lines of credit in good standing. Now, I'm not talking about having credit cards maxed out and credit cards with, no. I'm talking about having good balances and good standings on different or multiple credit lines. That right there is really good because the credit bureau see you as somebody who knows how to handle their money, who knows how to take care of their debt. I would definitely recommend, if you're starting out building or establishing credit, diversifying your credit. Maybe taking out a small car loan, or maybe even having different credit cards with different companies. This will really benefit you in the long run. Now, this fourth point that I just talked to you guys about makes up 10% of your credit score. Only 10, not that much, but it is something. This fifth and last point of what your credit score is made up of is the amount of hard inquiries on your account. Now, a hard inquiry is anytime you go to a bank or to a company and you apply for their credit card, they have to pull your credit score. The amount of hard inquiries on your credit can actually impact your credit score in a negative way. Now, generally, hard inquiries only show up on your report for about 2 years and can reflect on your credit score for about 12 months. So if you go and do a hard inquiry at a bank because you're trying to get a credit card or something else, and then you go and check your credit and it dropped a few points, I wouldn't be too worried. Now, if you have multiple hard inquiries back to back, the credit bureaus can see that as a bit of a risky borrower. Now, there are certain occasions when doing a hard inquiry back to back will not really reflect on your credit score, and I'll give you guys an example. Whenever you're shopping for different mortgage rates, you can go ahead and tell the loan officer to pull your credit, which is a hard inquiry, to see where you're at, to see what he can qualify you or whatever kind of rate he can get you. And then you can actually take that and go to different mortgage lenders or different banks and shop around for the best rates. Now, this right here will not count as multiple hard inquiries because they'll all be linked to the first one. So there are different occasions that you can actually do multiple hard inquiries back to back, and it will not affect your credit score. Now, these are the 5 major points of what your credit score is actually made up of. Now, I want to go ahead and do a little bit extra and give you guys some of my personal tips as far as being able to better manage your credit. I would definitely recommend downloading an app such as Credit Karma or Experian, where you can for free check your credit. Now, this right here will not be 100% accurate, but it gives you a rough ballpark and it lets you kind of know what range of credit you have. And when you download these apps, I definitely recommend checking it periodically. Another one of my tips that I would like to share with you guys that I think is very important is any kind of bad debt that you have, get rid of it. Pay it off as quickly as you can. This will help you in the long run. There you have it. These are the 5 points of what your credit score or your credit report is made of. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this could have been helpful in some way. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe on my channel. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what other topic you guys would like for me to discuss on this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, guys, be prudent. Until next time, take care.